Hey, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about my story. My name is Cindy Birkland, and why did I get in the business as I did? But a little bit about my backstory first. I was raised in a very small town in Montana, about 40 miles from Billings. And I was raised by a pastor. My mom was a homemaker, and I was taught how to work hard. My parents, from the time I was a little girl, it'd be 6 o'clock in the morning on a summer day, and my dad would say, it's time to get out and hoe the garden, and I want you to mow the yard. And I mean, we grew up working hard. So as I went through grade school, junior high, high school, college, always had a side job. And while I was in college, that was no different. I had 3 jobs going through college. And about 2 years into college, I decided I did not like being broke. And I just wasn't doing well with my financial situation. So I was lucky enough to get recruited and hired by the vice president of Fidelity National Title. So in 1990, I started into title and escrow business and worked at Fidelity National Title until 1995. At that point, I got into finance and lending and fell in love with mortgage lending. But my background in title and escrow made it to where I was a little dynamo when it came to mortgage. I had learned so much and I knew so much about the business. I was automatically a superstar when I got into mortgage. It became very, very easy for me. So I started my mortgage career in Portland, Oregon. We had moved to Portland for my dad to go to college, and started my mortgage career, and was very quickly promoted into management, and I was given a branch out in Las Vegas, Nevada. And at 26 years of age, I packed up and moved to Las Vegas with 1 kid in tow. And so we very quickly, I became really good at mortgage and ended up opening up my own brokerage. And I just loved the mortgage industry and was doing very well, very successful. As I opened up my own firm, at one point we had 100 employees. It was very successful. And you know, I was making good money, and I decided that I would, start investing. And as I was investing, what I didn't realize is, because of my headspace, my belief system was, I just need to make the money and I'll give it to the people that know what they're doing and it'll be fine. They'll invest my money, everything will be great. I very quickly learned in 2008 that that was a really bad idea. And what ended up happening is everything I had worked for, all the investments I made, all the things I did in real estate, I ended up losing all of that. And the '08 crash was so devastating for me. I lost literally in the 7 figures. And it was so excruciatingly painful. And I remember sitting on the floor of my house one morning, just crying, like, oh my God, how did this happen? I'm gonna have to completely start over. And I was so devastated, and for anybody that's ever suffered loss on this level, I really didn't know where to begin. And so all I could think of to do was just to have a conversation with God. And I really was like, God, if you can show me what I did, or what I did wrong, I guess, I wanna share this with other people so that they don't have to go through this. So fast forward 2013, I ended up getting in the financial industry, in the money business. And I made it my life's work. I had said, I'm going to now educate people, and everything I've been learning up and since through 2013 is about sharing education with people so that they learn about money, they learn how money works, and don't make the same mistakes I did and have to go through those losses. There are so many good products out there where you don't have to take risks to make money. And a lot of people think that you have to risk to make money, and that is not true. It's a fallacy. So I ended up in this business, and I want to say this, and to answer your question too, what makes me different from other financial planners is obviously I have the mortgage side of what I do. I do that as well, and I know that part. And sometimes it takes mortgage planning and it falls into financial planning. Sometimes financial planning falls into mortgage planning. It all works together. So I have both. But what makes me so unique as a planner and why you would want to work with me is I've been through all of it on all sides of the fence. I know what it is to suffer loss, and I don't want my clients suffering loss. So I have done so much research when it comes to products. There's so many good products out there. And I'm not afraid to do things that look like difficult for me on my side, but if it's in your best interest, it's gonna happen. But the biggest part of me is when we work together, you're treated like my family. When I look at you as if you were my mom. What kind of products would be best for someone like my mom? I'm treating you like family. You're not going to get treated any differently than if I was creating some kind of a retirement plan for my family, my mom, my dad. So I want you to know that when we work together, you're working with somebody that's been through it all and is going to treat you like family. I want you to know that you don't have to go through what I did. I already went through that for both of us, and now you just get to win on all sides. Well, there's so many things that I could say that I do when it comes to the community. My favorite things are my philanthropic work and what I do for, I have a foundation. I set up a foundation called Nevada's Giving. I also am on the committee for St. Jude Research Hospital. I have a heart for children, whatever I can do to support children. And also, I love my community. I am an entrepreneur. I own multiple businesses, and I support local Nevada business owners, and that looks like my networking event. It's called Speakeasy Networking. We opened it during COVID, and that was a result of our governor shutting down our city. And I knew that so many of my friends that do business here in town would be in big trouble if we didn't keep going. So I opened up my home for a networking event. We started at 18, and looks like we have about 100 plus business owners running through 2 venues now. We have an east side and a west side speakeasy networking. So we've grown. A lot of companies would have went under had we not had something like that. And then we've had a couple of startups that are doing beautifully because we put them together with multiple businesses, and now their businesses are thriving. So I'm excited about that. It's important that we help other people. When we all win together, we all win together. It's when we give, we're going to receive and get so much more back. So it's important that we're constantly giving. Cindy Birkland here. Just wanted to say thank you for watching the channel. And if you want more content, just need you to click right here. And don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, clicking right here. If any of these conversations have interested you, please get a hold of us at cindybirkland.com, or you can reach me at cindybirkland@gmail.com. Thanks again for watching.